Well, Central New Jersey. What you guys pulled off with yesterday's storm was absolutely incredible. My house was only forecast to get 2 to 4 inches of snow. I banged out 6.2 and it just stopped snowing an hour ago. But can you believe that? That was an awesome storm, and we're going to really go over of why that happened and why is it that southeastern New Jersey got robbed. So, I've been taking photos. I've been up since, I went to bed around 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just woke up around 10. So I run off 2-3 hours of sleep. Not to mention I have a 4-page essay that I have to type up tonight, due tomorrow. Procrastination at its finest. But, this was back over at 10:05 in the morning. Where this band of snow, my house is in this area over here, was just pounding away, going from just northeast of Trenton, Edison, Island, this whole area over here. Old Bridge was getting slammed. South Brunswick, these bands of snow, and look, here's here, right? Okay, 6 to 12 inches right up in here. I don't think anyone got a foot, but I know 8 inches was banged out in this area, just south of me. That's not where I live. I live down over here. But if you see, there's almost no snow in southeastern New Jersey. Told my followers what I am seeing is not a good sign for you guys. I don't like what's going on. And people were trying to tell me, well, they'll get their snow, but here's the problem. They missed 6 hours of heavy snowfall down there that concentrated up in this area. But why did that happen? Well, you know what? I can explain to you guys what happened. Okay? Actually, you know what? We're going to show over here. You had a boundary of dry air, okay? You had dry air fighting with moist air. Obviously, the middle ground is going to cause, I guess, if you want to put in plain English, instability. You had this area all up in here just getting bombarded. The difference between the dry air and the difference between the moist air created a deformation band. And as we can go through over here, I mean, look at this right here. Digital accumulations per 30 minutes. I mean, absolutely killed over here. And southeastern New Jersey had nothing. Absolutely nothing. This was outside of my house. It was snowing hard. This was what, 7 hours ago. It was 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's snowing away. A lot of people also don't have school, so I did some measuring, and it was still coming down a nice, fine, powdery snow. So, also, I just want to thank the National Weather Service of Albany for giving me their new high-definition radar program that they have that is not given freely to the public yet. So, thank you guys for that. Very beautiful looking map, though. But, as this started to pull away, this started to pivot. And I was like, maybe southeastern New Jersey had a chance, but no, they did not. When I saw this beginning stages 8 hours ago, it was a done set deal that Cape May, Wildwood, Atlantic City was getting screwed over. They were not going to get their inches that they were expecting. This was going to drive up like this, and that's where I live. So this was a very, very, very interesting storm indeed. And, look, there's my house is right there. I mean, nothing, you got a steady snowfall in southeastern New Jersey, but not that much. But the band right over my house was pounding away, but not too far north is a sharp cutoff. So this was a very interesting storm. Again, a pounding away, and, it kind of got to flurries at one point in snow showers over here. It's just southeastern New Jersey, the storm did not like you. But, I know what happened. So here's what we're going to do over here, okay? What happened, you had an east wind coming in like this. This created ocean enhancement snow over here, okay? Your high pressure system was a little bit more north and weaker than modeled. So if we were to take our winds down like this, guess what's going on? That's right, onshore east wind flow. But if you were south of this area, this high pressure system did not get that flow down enough, and so you guys were dealing with not an east flow. You guys actually was dealing with more of a southwest western flow. So this area got really, really moist. You get east winds, you're throwing Atlantic moisture in. Where areas over here you have a southwest flow. I mean, where's the moisture coming from? Even with a west flow, it's not going to happen. That was a set done deal. So you guys overperformed. I overperformed. Last minute, the National Weather Service had to jump me up to 3 to 6 inches of snow. So they had to, be conservative in the beginning, and you just realize it's just thumping away, and almost nothing is happening. Even in Tom's River, there really wasn't anything happening. I was using radar scope. I understand what all these mean, but you could just see that these bands was just thumping away. The accumulations really started here, and it just wasn't in that area. I'm not going to talk about the weekend threat. It's too far away. That will be another video. Like I said, I have a lot of homework to do tonight, and it's going to suck. But in the enhanced ET radar over here, when I saw this, I was like, this is it. This is it. Once you see this happening, it's the concentration. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And it just got more and more dry in southeastern New Jersey. That's basically what happened. Vertical liquid. Again, this area was going to get slammed with snow. Okay? We go over to our classical radar. Right here. You got 1 to 2 inch per hour bands. Isolated 3 inch per hour right up in here. Someone got 8 inches down in southern Middlesex County. That I know for a fact. But it just look at this. And this is just hours and hours over time. 3:18 in the morning. It's just pounding away, and virtually nothing is happening in southeastern New Jersey. And it's just goes and goes and goes. And it was really incredible how this band of snow did not want to leave. And it left southeastern New Jersey hanging dry. I don't even know if anyone got 3 inches down in Cape May, and I honestly don't think they did. But, you guys can send in your reports and let me know, because I'm very interested. But, it's just, and this is over consecutive hours. So there was people that were talking about, oh, well, the moisture's going to start to turn off up in central New Jersey. No, it's actually not going to happen, because you have an 850 millibar moist air transport just pumping straight up. And, look at this. It got to a point where this was just flurries in this area. This area just got pounded, This was a very telling sign to me that this area and these areas and this whole area was going to fill in, and this area was going to bust. There was no need for a winter storm warning in southeastern New Jersey. No need for a winter storm warning in southeastern New Jersey. But it just went pounding away. It was an interesting storm. So basically what happens is when you have a deformation band, as air rises, it sinks to the south, and it sunk to the north, sunk to the west, and the east flow came in. So what was supposed to be dumping down here, guess where it is? That's right. Let's not forget, as the surface low is pulling away, what else was happening? As this surface low is pulling away, what else was happening, guys? That's right. The surface low had an offshore flow going on over here. And then as it started to pull away more, the flow started to, it started to change a bit over here. These wind observations, guys, aren't 100% accurate, so I'm not going off of them, because they lag with the surface low over here. So I'm showing you guys what is the deal. Because if this is where the winds were coming from, this area over here would have gotten pounded with snow. But, having the cyclone going around, the winds were really going offshore more. So, if you look up over here, though, you had an east wind up in these areas over here. But down in this part of southern New Jersey, and then look, another thing too, even though you had the offshore flow, because the high pressure couldn't get the east flow down over there, this low pressure just wasn't, far enough north to actually get an eastern flow going over here. Instead, your eastern flow was more down in this area over here. So literally what was going on in South Jersey is you had a wind coming like this and like that, and it just killed it. It just ruined really any big snows down over there. So that was very interesting. But, I monitored the skyrocketing in dew points, and the dew points were dry in these areas, and I knew from that point on that it got crazy. Looking at the 500 millibar chart, it scooted the moisture a little bit further north and east. A little bit further north and east. It was really, really, really crazy, because the storm was just pounding away in central New Jersey, Sandy Hook, my area. So I was up all night, guys, doing this, And it was a really fun overperforming storm. Unfortunately, people down in southeastern New Jersey did not get what they wanted. This was the telling tale when I started to see convection blowing up in eastern Pennsylvania and not much down here. It was a done deal. I knew it, and I knew what was going on. Deformation band was going to set up with an east component wind. So, I monitored. It really started with this blossom of precipitation in Pennsylvania. It was a very interesting storm. Okay, well, this is really all that I honestly have because it just kind of, repeats itself over and over again. But the overall performance of the storm was really, really, really fun. Our next storm is definitely going to be on Saturday, so we're going to definitely have to wait for that. People were talking about speculation of an inverted trough coming. That's more for Maine, not so much our area. So I wouldn't really worry about that, but it was just a really, really, really fun storm. But if you also look over here as well, going off of what these wind direction is, you also had a northeast wind component, which also brought a little bit more snow on Long Island. But this northeast wind is not going to help these areas. An east wind, though, obviously is going to help those areas. But when you have dry air pushing in from the west as well, now you have, a western push and you're shoving the moisture off the sea. But overall storm, guys, was great. This was a fun, awesome, overperforming storm. I can't wait for the next one. That's all I can say. Winter's not going anywhere. If you're hearing talk about a warm-up coming, that's absolute bullshit. I will be coming with another update maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I might be really busy, but you guys should definitely watch this video because it was an awesome storm. Okay, I'll see you guys later.